Tommy Christopher is on the line with us. Tommy is he writes and produces video and whatnot over at Mediaite.com. Tommy, what's your official role or position there?
I'm political editor and White House reporter.
Media correspondent and White House reporter. There we go. I finally found it. Thank you very much. And Tommy Christopher is the Twitter. So, Tommy, you are an astute observer of the American political scene. What do you make of this, Romney attacking Obama at the same time that we've got 4 diplomats dying in Libya?
Well, I don't have a lot to add to that everybody else hasn't already said. It reeks of desperation. It was callow. It was disgusting, disgraceful. But I'm like I said before, I think that too much focus is being put on the fact that he politicized it, and not enough emphasis is being placed on the fact that he lied repeatedly in order to do it.
Right.
So when people say, "Oh, he politicized it," they might also get the idea that what he's saying, while politicized, might actually be true, and it's not.
Right. And so, walk us through that.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit complicated, but basically Mitt Romney is trying to say that a statement that was put out by the embassy in Cairo is actually the same thing as an Obama administration statement. And he's trying to say that the statement was the administration's response to the violence when the statement was put out before there was any violence, so it wasn't a response to anything.
Right, it preceded
that's what this entire attack is based on 2 huge lies.
Right. So, Tommy, why is it that the corporate media in America would pick up he's politicizing this event and not pick up the Romney is lying? I mean, this isn't the first time that Romney has just flat out bald-faced lied during this campaign.
Right, and that could be part of the problem is that we're in this era of post-truth politics. It's not a new story that Mitt Romney's a liar or that Paul Ryan's a liar. It is a new story that they've, decided to shoot themselves in both feet by politicizing a tragedy as it's unfolding. I feel like the media should be able to pay attention to 2 things at once, but that's really not a strength of ours. So, I do understand why it should be a big story that he's done this, that he's feeling this desperate. It should be a big story that he's clearly such a disaster on foreign policy. Because that's something that people need to understand to evaluate his candidacy. But I also feel like the fact that he's just a huge fat liar should be getting at least equal time.
Yeah, at the very least. You've been an observer of the media scene for a long time and a White House correspondent. Why, is there a decision made? Is there a herd mentality? Is there a, one network leads with it and everybody else picks it up? I mean, why is it that the story that Romney made a political mistake by trying to politicize, the death of our diplomats became the story for 2 days rather than the fact that Romney was basing an attack on the president based on a lie?
Yeah, I think it's the media bubble effect. We all report on this stuff constantly, and we're so used to politicians, not actually responding to the questions we ask, and I mean, even, it's like a daily occurrence. I mean, I cover the White House, and, a good 80% of what happens in White House briefings consists of Jay Carney, not answering the question that he was asked. Right. So we sort of get it. I think, we get inured to it. And so, Romney making these lies that have like a technical basis. In fact, you could say technically, an ambassador is appointed by the administration, and so technically it's an administration thing, and so technically, but it's still a lie because technically the guy at the drive-through window is a representative of McDonald's, but if he tells you to go screw yourself, you can't then write a headline that says McDonald's tells me to go screw myself. Right.
And in effect, when a lowly news guy in an embassy that's not even staffed by the ambassador, she's here in the United States on home leave, puts out a statement to the Egyptian people saying, we're not all that fine. We essentially we don't agree or we don't endorse the trashing of anybody's religion. Then
right.
that is not a White House statement. So,
And not
but
only
Romney
that,
said it was. And in fact, he said it was
right.
a response to the violence when in fact it preceded the violence. The only network I've seen accurately report on that, other than Anderson Cooper on CNN, has been MSNBC. That's it, and presumably Free Speech TV and Current have been accurately portraying it. But the big corporate media, CBS, ABC, NBC, certainly Fox, and much of CNN have not been reporting that dimension of it.
Yeah, and something that I think everybody has missed is that Romney at his press conference tried to say, well, even after the violence started, they tweeted out a thing saying we stand by our statement, and so that's what he's saying. That's how he's papering over this. That it was a response. But what he doesn't say is that they also tweeted out at the same time, we stand by what we said about other religions, but we also condemn the attacks.
Right.
Nobody's reporting that either. So yeah, I mean, Romney is a despicable liar, and yes, it's despicable that he tried to exploit a tragedy. But yeah, I feel like we're getting way too used to the lying. It's we in the media and especially people. Look, everybody knows I'm a liberal, and so I can point this stuff out until I'm blue in the face. And if people don't want to listen, they'll just say, "Well, he's a liberal. What's he going to say?" It's important for people who work at places like CNN, the New York Times, even MSNBC. A lot of their daytime news programming is objective. It's important for them to stay on top of this stuff because if they're not going to if they can't call a lie, then who can? Right.
Right, and like I said, this isn't the first time. I mean, Romney has lied about the president before, and he's lied about himself before. It just astounds me. Tommy Christopher, very well said. Media correspondent, White House reporter for Mediaite.com. Mediaite.com is the website. Check it out. Tommy, thanks for the great work you're doing.
Oh, thanks for having me.